believe at Philando that first man should respect another man.
Correct.
If I respect you as a man, I will see your daughter, and before I do anything ugly to your daughter, I will see you.
Exactly.
Behind the doctor.
Exactly.
I will see you behind your wife. I will see you behind everything that is part of your family. Correct. So I'm glad that we are now talking about these issues that are really affecting our men. And if we don't stand up as these men, our young men are in trouble. And yes.
They are in trouble already because today they don't know what the real man is. You know, because masculinity has been almost, it's been trying to be destroyed outside in the world.
Yeah.
You know, if you seem to be a real man and you're a real man who takes initiative and really wants to, then you're seen as being toxic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the word toxic means poisonous.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And well, that's another topic of discussion. Totally. You know.
Let me now stress you.
Yeah.
There's been a hashtag going, men are trash. What's your take on that?
Well, I've got a 21-year-old daughter at the University of Cape Town.
Yeah.
So believe me, I have major debates that almost go over into arguments about that hashtag, you know. And of course, I'm an activist.
Okay.
I'm an activist firstly for men to rise up and take their responsibility and be accountable, but also I'm an activist for men that are causing all this gender-based violence, because it is a problem. It is a major problem in our society, gender-based violence, and we as men have to stop it.
Yeah.
We have to address those men, you know, who are causing it and who are doing it, and who are speaking about it and doing all this stuff. We need to rise up, Zolile, you and me, and with our sons and with the men we influence, and stop that. So this hashtag is supposed to help to stop it, but I've got two problems with it. I've got two problems with it. You know, I totally disagree with that hashtag. You know, firstly, I tell you why. Because every time that hashtag comes up, it causes a major argument between men and women. So instead of us discussing the real problem of gender-based violence, we're discussing the hashtag, and we're arguing about the hashtag, and we spend hours arguing about the hashtag when we should be discussing the real problem. The second thing, if you say men are trash, guess what you're going to get out of them? Trash.
Yeah.
If you say men are trash, how are they going to behave? Like trash. Yeah. So that hashtag is actually part of the problem, not part of the solution.
And I'm glad you mentioned this, that it is because men hear better when it's another man talking to them. So we are the one as men who need to reach to other men and say, that's not the way to treat a woman. And we are actually we are not trash. And we need to prove it that we are not trash by standing up against anything that labels us men.
Nobody is trash.
Nobody
is trash. You can't say a person is trash.
Yeah.
Just in general.
What are you going to expect out of that? After saying that person's going to be trash because you've just labeled that person as.
Exactly. For years we've had people tell us, if I may say, in under apartheid, that we're inferior. Yeah. We're inferior. And we started to act that way. Inferior.
We believed that lie.
Exactly.
And we became that lie.
Exactly.
And down the line now we're trying to take out that false doctrine that we accepted. So if men keep on hearing the word that they are trash, they will believe that and behave as trash.
Exactly.
I'm glad to touch that because so many men have responded, and instead of opening up, they become shut up and furious about it. Yeah. And when a man talks, when a man doesn't talk, it takes another man to make him talk.
Yeah. I told my daughter about this interview, you know, and she told me, Dad, please, when it comes to that question about the hashtag, you know, be balanced, you know, and so on. Because she knows I'm very emotional about this thing, you know, because what I'm trying to build up in men, that hashtag is breaking down and destroying, you know. And yet I stand with these women who created the hashtag. I stand with them. I support them. I believe in their fight, but not the method.
Thank you, my brother. Now, if you could just recommend one positive change that we should do from now, what would you say?
Okay, I'm going to be like a real pastor now and recommend two. All right. Every man is in a family.
Okay.
And every man is either surrounded by men or women, boys or girls. And if every man can start in their own family, to make sure that every female, every woman in their family knows that they're going to stand up for them, that man is going to stand up. Like my wife and my daughter, they don't doubt my protection. They don't doubt my provision. They don't doubt I'm going to defend them. They don't doubt that at all. They know I'm there for them, you know. So if every man can do that, starting in their, not the neighbor, not the person down the road, in their own family. And then secondly, if there are boys or men in your house, to teach them that we are stronger physically to protect women, to respect women, to honor women. Our role as men is to be the protector of women, the respecter of women, and the honoring of women.
Thank you so much. Well, that was our man-to-man session for today. Thank you so much for being with us. And my brother, let's encourage men to take this battle, and we shall win it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pilandora.
That concludes our talk on relationships. Ndoda, be a good example. Build a man, build a nation.